Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute. It's January, it's 2026 and this year we are going to be better with YouTube. So I'm coming at you today with a video on how to really restart your fitness journey in January. Maybe you're restarting or maybe you're starting for the first time, but we're going to talk about how to do it properly and how to do it so that you can keep the results and you can keep it going long term. So many New Year's resolutions actually fail. So let's make this year's New Year's resolution last. I'm going to give you my 3 best tips on how to manage your fitness journey in January for long-term results. Number 1 is to start small. So many people in January go 0 to 100 and they wonder why they fall off. I know it can be really overwhelming on social media. Everybody is starting their fitness journey in January. The gyms are packed. There's so much pressure, but you really need to start small. You don't need to go 0 to 100 straight away. What I wouldn't do, you don't need to train 6 to 7 times a week. You don't need to cut your calories by ridiculous amounts. You don't need to go for 3 walks a day, and you definitely don't need to do hours and hours of cardio. What I would tell you to do is clean up your diet. We don't need to slash our calories. We just need to be more intentional. We need to focus on protein, whole foods, and hydration. In terms of activity, if you're currently getting 6,000 steps, up it by 2,000. There's no need to be doing, 12, 13, 14,000 steps. Whatever you're doing right now, I always tell clients, just add 2,000 on to start, get yourself used to it, and then you can increase. Starting small means that you're going to be able to do this for longer than just January. The people that start and go from 0 to 100, they burn out. They're not able to do it because it's unsustainable. If you start small and you build on it, this is going to be a lifestyle change. This is going to be something that you're able to do long after January and hopefully see really good results. Number 2 is to focus on habits before focusing on the results. Oftentimes people give up because they don't see immediate results, but the reality is it takes a little bit of time to really see physical results. Instead of focusing on the results straight away, try and really focus on building habits or rebuilding habits, maybe if this is you coming back to your fitness journey. Obviously in January, motivation is high, enthusiasm is really high, and that can carry a lot of people through, but inevitably that is going to dwindle. So if you can build habits and a structure and a routine in January, you're going to be able to do that long after the motivation is gone. Focusing on your routine means having a bedtime and having a wake up time. Meal prepping maybe on a Sunday. Having your days for your workouts mapped out and being organized. If you can make a really good structure and a really good routine, there's no reason why this can't be a complete lifestyle change, and it doesn't need to stop in February. And number 3 is to keep it simple. So many people overcomplicate fitness, and it really doesn't need to be complicated. At the end of the day, this is supposed to be something you enjoy, and this is supposed to be something that you're going to want to keep up. Keeping it simple works because simple works. Focus on your protein. Protein is so important. There are so many benefits to protein. Obviously, it helps us keep and build muscle. It's actually really good for our hair, nails, and skin. So girls, if you want your hair to look really healthy, make sure you hit your protein. It keeps us full. It regulates our blood sugar. There's so many things. If we can try and hit 25 grams minimum of protein in every single meal, it's going to make hitting our protein goal so much easier throughout the day. If you don't know what your protein goal is, take your body weight in kg and multiply it roughly by 2, and that should give you your goal. If you're not eating protein for your breakfast, it's going to make it awfully hard to hit your protein target for the whole day. So make sure you're eating protein for your breakfast, and it's going to make hitting your protein goal for the day so much easier. Focus on whole foods. If your diet consists massively of processed foods, really sugary foods, you don't need to cut them out. But if your diet consists a lot of them, you're going to crave them a lot more. You're probably going to feel quite sluggish, and you're just not going to train or feel as optimal as you could. We don't need to cut them out. If you can try and focus on an 80-20 rule. So I always tell my clients 80% whole foods, 80% nutritious foods. Like our chicken, our meat, our eggs, potatoes, fruit, veg, whole foods, things that are so nutritious for us and are going to really help our bodies. And then 20% the foods that you enjoy, the foods that you don't want to cut out, little bits of chocolate, sweets, whatever it may be. We don't need to cut them out. I think if we restrict those things, it's going to make it very hard, because the more you restrict, the more you kind of want it. So keep it in, but in moderation. So those are my 3 tips. Start small, focus on habits before focusing on results, and keep it simple. And by the way, you don't need to go to the gym. If you can find something you really enjoy, whether it's Pilates, football, basketball, dancing, anything active, you may hate the gym, so don't do that. If it's something that you're going to hate, don't do it. Find something you enjoy and do that 2 or 3 times a week. It can literally be anything. It could be rollerblading, like anything that's going to be physical and that's going to get you out and active. Just because you see everybody going to the gym doesn't mean you have to. It just means you need to find something that you enjoy doing that you're going to keep up. Hopefully these tips can help you smash 2026 and keep those New Year's resolutions long after January is over. I hope everyone is having an amazing start to the new year. I'm very excited for this year. I've moved to Dubai, but I do have a video coming hopefully on Sunday talking about Dubai, talking about moving to Dubai. So that will all be answered in that video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one. Underneath the sunrise.